Hi, everybody. Welcome to Katie in the Morning. I'm Katie Page, and I am here with a very special lady today. This is Lisa Sweet, our co-founder and Director of Clinical Services at NACA.
That's right.
I asked Lisa to join me today to kick off our week in a big way because we have a very big project going on at NACA, which we have been for the last couple months.
That's right.
We introduced it at CNA Fest in 2018, and that we are working on writing a book written by CNAs.
Right.
Sharing our stories. So I invited Lisa to sit on Katie in the Morning today to kind of explain why it's so important for CNAs to share their stories and what the plans for that book are going to be.
Oh, okay. Well, Lori Porter, the other co-founder, the one that likes to talk, I'm the quiet one. Lori Porter and I have had a dream for a long time of publishing a book with CNA stories in it. The stories of how y'all became CNAs. You have amazing stories, and they can really be a source of inspiration, encouragement, and hope for people. And, I especially think of family members. If they would read CNA stories, I think that would make them feel a whole lot better about long-term care and leaving mom or dad in the hands of CNAs, because it makes them realize how much you all sacrifice to be able to take care of their loved ones, to be able to take care of the residents. And so we've talked about it for a long time, and we had the opportunity to have a fabulous speaker at conference, a friend, a colleague, a huge CNA supporter, Meg Laporte.
Meg, yep.
And she presented a session on writing your story, and she gave some tips and started helping people develop their stories. And so we've already gotten in several dozen stories from many different states, but we want more. And so we want everybody to write their CNA story. How did you become a CNA? What inspired you? What experiences made you think, yes, this is what I was put on earth to do? And so, so many times we hoard those stories and keep them to ourselves, and they don't go anywhere like that. And so we want to use those stories to really help new nursing assistants, people who are looking at becoming a nursing assistant, to encourage them to go ahead and give it a try. And
well, even some of the CNAs that kind of get that burnout feeling, I think book would definitely help them to kind of rekindle that passion that we have.
It makes, when you read other people's stories, it makes you realize why you got into it in the first place. It makes you remember those things that sometimes we forget when we have all the call lights going off and the charge nurses on our case, and we've got two admissions, states walking in, and somebody falls in the hallway. Those situations, you often forget why you started this work in the first place, and you may even be asking yourself at that time, "Oh my God, am I crazy? Why do I keep doing this to myself?
I can't do this anymore." I hear that. I can't do this anymore.
Yeah. So being able to pick up a book and read a chapter or a CNA story will help make you remember why you're doing this, and be a little pick me up and a little inspiration.
I'm pretty excited about it.
I'm very excited about it, if you couldn't tell.
So we're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to tell you guys where you can send your stories to.
That's right.
Join us as we honor CNAs with your host, Lisa Sweet. CNA Heroes, Friday at 7 p.m. Central, only on CNA TV.
Welcome back to Katie in the Morning. Today we're talking about sharing your stories as a CNA. They are going to be published in the NACA CNA Stories book.
That's right.
I'm not sure what the title is going to be called yet. We might have to hold off for a surprise for that one.
I'm not certain what the title's going to be, but I've been working with a very dear friend, longtime NACA member and previous NACA board member, Alice Zanow, a CNA from Michigan.
Hey, Alice. She was at CNA Fest with us this year, and it was wonderful to meet her and sit down and talk to her for a bit.
That's right. So she's a retired CNA who went back to school and got a degree in graphic design. And so this is going to be a book that is written by CNAs that will include the CNA stories, and the jacket will be designed by a CNA.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah.
So let's figure out where you're supposed to send your stories to. Don't worry about the grammar, punctuation, spelling, anything like that. We just want to hear what you have to say and share the experiences that you are wanting to share with us. So you can send your stories to Lisa at lsweet at nakacna.org. If you have her on Facebook, you can also send them through Facebook
That's
too.
right.
They're printable from there, from computer.
That's
You
right.
can really send it to any of the NACA staff member. If your professional development coach is Jeff Carter, you can fax them into him from, if you're writing from a facility, just ask your in-house coach to fax your story into Jeff.
Or they can fax it here.
Yeah, you can fax it to the NACA office as well. I'll put in the comments the fax number here, so you guys can fax them in here if you want to do that as well.
It's the fax number here is 417-623-2230.
I always forget that one, and it's not on my new signature either. We switched our logo back at the beginning of the year, and I didn't add my fax number in there yet. That's probably my bad. But
And we've even gotten a couple snail mail,
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
They mailed them in, so
Yeah.
you're definitely more than welcome to do that
Yes.
as well.
Yes.
So if you need any information, all the information for like the address, and you can email them to the board of directors.
That's
They'll get them
right.
to us.
That's right.
If you go to the website and click on our staff or our members or our board of directors, there's a little envelope under each picture that'll send a direct email to whoever it is that you're wanting to send it to. So if you have a special relationship with Corinne,
That's right.
or you have a special relationship with Wendell, or Tina or Lisa or Sam or Sheena, or
Right.
any of them. Sherry's another one. She has a huge CNA following. I mean,
Right.
she's a mentor to so many people. So you can send them to almost anybody, and they'll make sure that they get them to Lisa. But
That's right.
I know you're talking about maybe spring of next year trying to get that book.
Well, it'll take some time to get it put together and to actually get it published and printed. And I haven't talked to Lori about this, but my goal is to have it printed and ready to go for conference CNA Fest 2019.
Oh, that'll be awesome.
I think it'd be a neat springboard for the book to to launch it at CNA Fest and have copies and yes.
And maybe we can do like a volume 2 and volume 3
Yeah.
each year from CNA
Yes.
Fest. So, I mean, the ideas are just rolling. Lori's probably going to shoot us both, but it's okay.
well.
It's not the first time we've been in hot water
That's
with
right.
her.
That's right.
So I thank you guys all for joining me today. Make sure you send your stories into Lisa. They can be
Right,
included in
and
that
send.
book.
That's right.
I know I've always said I've had so many experiences I could write a book on this profession. So there are many of us out there that could do that. So please share your stories with us.
No one's story is insignificant.
That's right.
Everybody's story has meaning.
So thank you guys all for joining me today, and I will see you right back here tomorrow at 10 a.m. for Katie in the Morning.